Hello. You can't see me, but I can see you. So I was saying, it's so sad. I've been recording the whole time, but only to find out that after 5 minutes it wasn't recording. So I'm doing it again. As I was saying, I am in Taiwan, but from where I am, you can see China. Right there, that's China. You know, those parts, they're really China. But I am in Taiwan. So how did it happen? Now I am on an island which is governed by Taiwan, and it's just right off the coast of China. Because originally it belonged to Fujian province, which is in China, but during the Civil War, when the Communist Party of the Republic of China overthrew the Nationalist Party, they had their break up from each other, like they had their separation. And it's here on this island where they had their wars and everything, their civil war. And had it not been the victory of Taiwan over this island, Taiwan would now be also part of the People's Republic of China. But because they won this island, Taiwan remains to be Taiwan, and then China remains to be China. So anyway, I've been working here. I've been living here for 7 months now, and I'm working as an English teacher in a public junior high school on the island, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of learning to have the opportunity to teach and work with Taiwanese people and to teach Taiwanese kids. And mostly I've been really happy here because of the community I have from church. And I mostly spend my time outside. I spend most of my time at church and then my church mates there. And on some days we would go out and enjoy the place, go out to hiking and picture taking and sightseeing and many more. And on some days I would go by myself. I would read my books, my devotions, and most of the time you would find me outside at night praying the rosary. It's because I learned from the sisters from church. They would pray the rosary at night and they would walk outside. And before I didn't understand it, I felt like it wasn't very sincere, because I thought that if I were to pray the rosary, I would rather have it at church, inside the church, kneeling before the Blessed Sacrament. But then as I started doing it myself, I realized it's really a good idea to walk while praying, because it keeps you awake. When you pray rosary and you have to repeat all of those Hail Marys, decades of Hail Marys, it's really unavoidable, or you'd really feel sleepy, and you'd really be tempted to cut the rosary, to cut the prayer. So it's been helping me a lot to walk around while praying the rosary, or drive around while praying the rosary. And this day is one of those days. That's why it's already 9:15, but I'm still outside. I was about to go home. I was about to go home, to get home from another fellowship with another church mate, and I'm actually still in my working clothes. But then as I was nearing my home, I said, I have to pray the rosary. The Lord told me I have to pray the rosary. I have to do the rosary while outside, otherwise I will not finish it. So by the grace of God and by His Holy Spirit, I was able to go out and then finish the rosary. And I decided to go on this way, which is by the beach, by an observation deck. There's an observation deck right there, and you can get a better view from there of China. And here I'm on the beach. I'm by the beach. I'm by the seashore, by the beach. So yes, that's my story for tonight. I'm vlogging because not really because I have to I'll be posting it or what. I'm vlogging it because I know that in time I will forget these moments, but these are the moments that I should keep in my heart, because this is really the highlight of, this is really the climax of my life. The Lord has changed so much in me in this time of my life, in this 25th, in this season of my life. I've forgotten him for many times, but He had continuously and repeatedly delivered me from the pit of darkness, and He has brought me to light. And so I'm taking some snippets from this journey because I know this would soon end, so I have to like videotape myself, record myself. But it's not like I have to post it. No, it's just for personal use, especially that, if you don't know, I am an absent-minded person. Like I still haven't really found out if there's really a legit diagnosis for this self-diagnosis that I made for myself. But it feels like I'm not all there. Like even here now, I know myself. I know my name, Giselle Malaria Bayan. I'm 25 years old, a Filipino, a teacher in junior high school. I can name all those things, all those facts. I can even speak. I can memorize. I can study everything. I can know, like cognitive functions. I can. But it's so weird because it feels like I'm not all there. Like I'm not really here. I couldn't even feel it. Like I can pinch myself, but really, after some time I would forget, like, how did I ever get there? How did I ever finish the day? How did I ever get through the task? I would ask myself those questions because I don't know. I couldn't figure out how I'm able to do all these things without really knowing how. My cognitive functions are well and perfect, but I don't know, there's just a little tiny bit of part of it that's really malfunctional, but it doesn't really affect my overall performance with the tasks that I have to accomplish for the day. Like even the major task, teaching the kids, managing the class, it's a major task, but I'm able to finish, I'm able to accomplish it. I don't know, it started when I was I would start having episodes, like bits of episodes, and each episode started going out for like 1 second, and then after 1 second my consciousness would come back, and then little by little it would go from 1 second to 2 seconds, and then 2 seconds to 1 minute, and 1 minute goes to 2 minutes, and then so on and so forth. It went on to hours and hours, or even days. So that was the progress of this situation. I don't know how to ever call it really. This how it progressed. It started by just forgetting or by being absent-minded for a few seconds, to an hour, and then to several hours, and until the moment that I completely lost track of when the last time I really had my consciousness. So each day, that's how I feel. I'm not really conscious, but I know what I'm doing. I'm still still functional. I'm still pretty normal. But by the grace of God, I just learned to let it go and to just never really think about it, because after all, I'm still doing okay. I'm still okay. I haven't really been doing anything wrong. Like, it's still functional. It's still intact. Everything's intact. So these are one of the moments that I have to remember for myself. And yes, that's it for today. I'll be going home now. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.